because all I do is sit around and read forums anyway. Let's do, I don't know, Forum Friday, something like that. Maybe Forum Fridays, or some sort of jingle jangle. What? Hey. I've got my mana potion. As you can see, my skill with the green screen and the lighting is as good as ever. But let's just read some forums, have some caffeinated beverages, and fill the time until Classic. How long is till Classic? Currently 11 days, 11 hours, 24 minutes and 22 seconds until WoW Classic comes out. With a countdown on the screen, my subtle editing skills are going to be like scrutinised here. But as you can see, according to WoWClassicCountdown.com, I don't actually know the web address. I'll put a link in the bottom if you do not use this already. But yeah, this website is keeping track, counting down. I used a similar one for the name reservation, which happened the other day, to make sure we all got our names. I'm sure many people used it. So anyway, without further ado, shall we head over and check out some forums. Have a look, see if there's anything interesting happening. So this is MMO Champion. I've been coming here for many a year, and I do find the forums quite useful sometimes. So let's delve in and have a look at the classic forums and see what people are talking about. Let's have a look. Classic WoW general discussions. So right top of the list, we've got 10 pages on, I saw this topic the other day. I'm not entirely sure how my opinion on it. Let's just delve in and have another look. Let's just fill you guys in. This is Scum will kill Ragnaros first week of classic release. His words, not mine. This is posted by a user called Bludaduki. That's the cool name. Okay, so there's a video here. Prepping for week 1 Ragnaros. Advice from Scum and Dokken. So, I don't know about showing other people's videos on my channel, but let's have a look. This is on Cargoz's channel, so if you want to check out the video, go and check it fully out there. Bit of a plug for it, seeing as it's not my video. Let's just see. It says begin from 3940. Let's just get a gist of what's going on.
Are they tingling? Do you think that week 1 rag is a possibility on Real Classic?
Yeah, it's real. The two factors is enough people being level 60, and the gear, like even the gear, like consumables. Here's how I put it. Consumables can transcend gear. Like if you have all 40 people popping fire protection potions times 2 on rag, and all the other consumables, and knowing what to do and being coordinated, like gear is a lot less important than you.
Damn.
Just a little jangle thought there. No, I killed Ragnaros quite a lot in vanilla. When we were first doing it, we were in a mix of people who'd already had Molten Core gear and people who were in pre-raid best in slot, and maybe 10 of our raid had like random questing items from only recently leveling up, right? We all took fire protection potions during that fight, and it's a tricky fight. Ragnaros is more about how much damage you can do, and in your gear, your fire protection consumables are not going to boost your thing. Alright, you can go on about getting all the world buffs you want, and flasking, and using all your elixirs, everything like that, perfect raid stacking. In week 1? Don't think so. Just my two copper coins there. Okay, we'll leave that. We'll see what other people say. There's lots of people. I'm not entirely sure who Scum is. Don't know if he's big in retail. I look forward to week 2 and everyone laughs. I'm not going to laugh at someone for, you know, it's optimistic. You're very optimistic. I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. That's my stance. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'll be impressed when people really succeed in what they plan, less than 40 people, inferior gear, etc. Yeah, there's been, over the past 18 months, there's been so many ridiculous claims and many threads about will Ragnaros die in week 1. Pretty sure this is impossible considering Aqua Quintessence requires Honoured with Hydraxian Waterlords to pick up. You could get honoured quite quickly, you can farm mobs elsewhere, but that's not the main issue. The main issue is going to be getting that many people to level 60, and actually pulling it off with that gear. Like, let's scroll down. Let's see the last replies. This is where people get really bitchy towards the end of the thing. Good luck to the guy, I seriously doubt it. Finding 40 other no-lifers that can get to 60, get attuned, gear up and then actually cooperate with each other in just 7 days. Here's to hoping it doesn't turn out like that one kid that died because he played for days with no sleep. Is that what that does? Is that what that face is? Is it? Why am I doing that? Yeah, good luck to the guy, I seriously doubt it. That is my stance. There's so many factors. But let's move roughly on. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. Will somebody kill Ragnaros in the first week? I don't think so. I think second week is significantly more likely. Yeah, second week probably happen because I'm sure there are discords full of people out there, people who have been practicing, training, whatever. First week's unlikely just because it's so tight. Even if you know exactly what you're doing and you've got a plan and you're well practiced, like, it's so tight. I don't think so. What else shall we see? What piece of content are you excited to see that was revamped? It's an interesting question. Let's delve on in. Okay, so the title is kind of confusing, but what's some of the content you're excited to see in its original form before being changed in future expansions? Says Sir Riptor, a Scarab Lord from Waiting for Classic. Aren't we all from there? Aren't we all? For Sir Riptor, it's got to be Scarlet Monastery and all the other wings. Great times running these 4 dungeons and missed them after they reworked them into just 2 dungeons. Yeah, I don't quite get why they did that. I think they thought it might be a bit confusing and they did this whole thing where they've oversimplified the game. Also the original Nax, because I never had the chance to experience it back in vanilla. Yes, the original Nax is one of the top reasons, I would agree. You're in for some good sights if that's what you're aiming for. So Riptor, original Zul'Gurub, yeah, I missed that place too. I've got some good memories in there. That was the first raid I ever led by myself. It was a bit of a disaster. We were in there for like 3 hours and we killed Venoxis. It was more like 2 hours and we killed Venoxis. And then just a lot of trash because the place was massive and we didn't know our way around and it had only just come out really. But yeah, I still remember that though, because I remember writing down the names of everyone who I was just learning to be a raid leader as well, and writing down the names of everyone who got loot and everyone who turned up. Yeah. Freaking Duskwood. Freaking Duskwood. Freaking... Pretty much all the elite quests. Many elite quests, I don't know what specific ones you mean. All the zones that Cat ruined, like the whole world. Blah, blah, blah. Original Duskwood again. Freaking Duskwood. Go away to it in notification. Blackrock Depths. Epic Hinterlands quests. Yes. The ones that go through Zinthallor or Jinthalor. I spent a lot of time there because it was so hard. Everything was elite. I didn't realise why. I was only in, what was I? Probably high 40s? Low 50s? Maybe high 40s. I remember going there a lot and getting my Zul'Farrak mallet. I remember farming constantly because I was convinced that the trolls in Zinthallor or Jinthalor were going to drop. What I didn't realise at the time was a world drop. I thought it just dropped off those because they were the first in the list of what it dropped off on Thoughtbot, so that's where I went. Same when I tried to get a pair of gloves from Maraudon. Didn't happen. Zul'Gurub is my favourite raid in the game ever, and I can see myself doing it on multiple characters weekly. Marvellous. Hey there guys, it's Metro. I worry about the community in it, and how it might fail to support my interest in doing so, but regardless, that is the answer without a doubt. No, you'll get Zul'Gurub pugs. Sorry, this mana potion is really gassy. Yeah, you're going to get loads of Zul'Gurub pugs. I wouldn't worry about it. And AQ20 if that's your bag. South Shore, especially in Phase 1. The good call, Sidzor. Ah! This is South Shore! Edit that bit out. To this day I still call bullshit on what Blizzard did to it. Yes, restore it. Oh, he likes all the quests and stuff. The world PvP in South Shore and Tarren Mill is going to be insane though. especially as they're not releasing Battlegrounds until Phase 3, I think. So the Honor system is going to come in Phase 2, and then the Battlegrounds will be in Phase 3. Is that right? I don't know. Correct me if you want. I'm too lazy to bother looking it up now. I'm not a PvPer. Lock me down with a lake and intact dam. Yes. General Marcus Johnson. This must be Alliance stuff. Every single zone save Desolus, which is about the only one that was actually better in Kata. I loved Desolus because I didn't really do much there. And when I first went there, I was way under-leveled for it. I was like level 20 or something. And, you know, I went there a couple of times intentionally to go to Maraudon, but other than that, I just found myself near there or travelling through there with a friend. And it gave me this sense of this massive, open, dangerous world, because it was so bleak and high-level and dangerous. And we had to cross it to get, I don't know, me and a friend just used to go exploring, and we used to go through Desolus and Feralis and stuff when we were way under-leveled, and when it was all new to us and we hadn't seen it before. I was just in awe of the place. The Kodo graveyard particularly just makes it all like, it's creepy but serene but bleak. Many different types of, it's all sorts of good stuff. Is Desolus. I like Desolus a lot. Let's see, there's 4 pages of this, so let's skip to the third. Scholarmans. Watch my video. Absolutely love the original version. I still treasure all the gear I got from it to this day. Yes. Every single dungeon that was streamlined is feckin' absolute shit. I'm sorry to my friends of the Emerald Isle. I just saw that and I had to thingy. If by some miracle I actually make it into raiding this time round, you will. Have faith, Power Rogue. Gotta get there eventually, right? First time Burning Crusade hit with a few months of me dinging 60 and my ceiling was up a Blackrock Spire and saving for that epic mount. I didn't get my epic mount until we had Blackwing Lair on farm and AQ had opened. I definitely remember getting my epic mount when I was using it a lot to run from Cenarian, that place in Silithus, to the AQ gates. So yeah, raiding roadblocks. Okay, asking for people's input as to which bosses in vanilla as their guild progressed were particularly frustrating. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool thread. Let's talk about vanilla raiding. So this guy, Anus BK, Anus. Sorry. Onyxia's Lair, you can get unlucky with the fireballs. If you're ready to run around to avoid a deep breath or repositioning afterwards, a bunch of healers get hit by it, that could be a bad time. It's not, that's not unlucky. You got to stay away from other people. Just stay spread out, even when you're running around. It's not hard. But Molten Core, Gar, the only boss that gave any real struggle, as our raid composition only included 2 warlocks. So there were a lot more ads free to be corralled by DPS warriors. Yeah, that could be a bit of an issue. So because you banish 2 of them, you've still got like 6 ads to worry about. A lot more. That sounds fun, to be honest. Zerg down the boss with all cooldowns from 50% and pick the ads afterwards. Yeah. Sounds like you dealt with it. That's not really a. Cool. Shazra, and occasionally teleport and blow up some glass cannons first. What's your threat? Don't start. You know. Does he have an aggro drop? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, Shazra is for people who can't watch their threat. Is a bit of an issue. Blackwing Lair Vale, destroyer of guilds, as he was known back in the day. Yes, because before people got KTM threat here, it was a bit tricky. Broodlord Lashlayer. Just pulled him into a corner and spanked him down. Like, I don't remember anybody struggling too hard with him. Chromagus took a bit of time to explain and practice. Yeah, at the time I didn't understand Chromagus, and there weren't as many resources. I only had to go on what I was told, and yeah, I just chugged some hourglass sand whenever I was told, and just moved in and out of line of sight. I think you have to do, and that was it. Nefarian, because compared to every fight, it goes on for fucking ages. It does. It does. There's a handful of things that can go wrong if you're a bit unlucky. Blah blah blah. I just remember a bit of panic over some class calls. That was pretty much it. Elixir back on there. AQ40, Hoo-Ha Run. Yeah, just collecting the nature resistance, I agree. Twin Imps we spent ages on. We killed them once, died to them. Probably the most out of any boss by the time Vanilla ended. Yeah. I don't know why, but my guild back in Vanilla had problems to get a kill on Geddon. Every time someone exploded, half of the raid. After we killed Geddon, we pretty much one-shotted the rest of the raid with the exception of Ragnaros. Yeah, with Baron Geddon, I mean, it's controlling the bomb and not killing anybody else. I mean, occasionally the person with the bomb will, like, you can cheese it by, everyone uses the tunnel method these days, where you do them in the tunnel to avoid the fall damage from the bomb and you can survive. We used to do similar, except we spread around in Gar's room and had Baron Geddon in the middle. And we spread around in a circle, and at the edge of the room is kind of shaped like that, so at the edge of the room you don't get fall damage if you're exploding here and bouncing down. The issue is if you don't make it in time, you do take the fall damage and you die. So that's how we used to get. But we switched strategy and started tanking him just outside the tunnel on Shazra's side. Yeah, and we also used to pull Shazra all the way back into Gar's room as well. We used to use Gar's room for Geddon and Shazra. Let's go back and have a look at one more from MMO Champion. Let's see. What will your level path look like? Let's have a look at this one. So Skaganrora, who is epic, says, what will your level path look like? These are all the zones I specifically remember being in when I leveled my first character to 60. Might not be in the correct order, of course. Mulgore. I bet you were a torrent. So Skaganrora leveled through Mulgore, Barons, Ashenvale, Stone Talon, Thousand Needles, Strengthful Vale, Desolus, Feralis, Hinterlands, Badlands, Tenarius, Ungoro, and Silithus. Ran out of quests here and there, killing Twilight Hammonds for the last 3 to 4 levels. That would have took you ages. Why didn't you just go to Winterspring? There's a possibility for some Arathi, Winterspring, and Plaguelands in there as well. Yeah, Plaguelands and Winterspring would have done those last 3 to 4 levels like way quicker, mate. I'll visit every zone at appropriate level and I'll complete every quest in the game. Nice straightforward answer, VSB. It's also epic. My leveling paths look extremely vague and very inefficient. Accurate. There's not many replies here. This path is quite clear, with Desolate Hillsbrad being some alternatives. The difficult part starts around high 40s, low 50s. You have to switch zones more often. Yep, there is a lot of travelling. So, yeah. So, I remember my path was probably quite similar back in the day, because I was a Tauren called Janglehorn. Mulgore, I didn't do Dorotar. Mulgore and the Barons, Stone Talon Mountains, and Thousand Needles. Thousand Needles, probably Stranglehold Vale. I definitely remember doing Tenaris and Feralis and Winterspring, and I hit level 60 in Ashura actually. Yeah, I'm wearing a bobble hat indoors in August. And what? So we've nipped over to Reddit. It's my first port of call. I just look at Reddit on my phone all the time. In bed, at work, on the loop, all the time. So let's have a look. Let's sort by hot and have a scroll through. We've got some sticky ones here for chats about add-ons. What should I play Wednesdays has been a regular thing on the WoW Classic forum. So, Blizzard has added a Thex NPC to retail, apparently. I don't play retail, so I'm not really that interested in it. Apparently this is Thex. I saw this earlier. Here's popped up on the PTR. After, if you're not familiar with Thex, Thex is now the second greatest shaman in WoW Classic after Jangle. Second greatest shaman in WoW Classic after Jangle. So yeah, we've got an advert here for a terrible game. I guarantee you it's terrible. High fantasy RPG character creation. We've got a Minotaur, a Hulk, a Zoidberg troll. Okay, I don't fully understand this. The undead, and then the alliance is just shortest, short, normal, and pointy ears. Okay. Yeah. Fixed. I made a nice infographic for WoW Classic keys and attunements. Now I looked at this earlier, and this is very nice, by user Civ HD. This is very, very nice indeed. Let's just have a quick look through this, because this, you know, this is why I don't need to do too many walkthrough videos. I'm not fussed about that. Other people do such awesome work. So WoW Classic keys and attunements infographic. So all the keys and how to get them that you're going to need separated by phase. How amazing is this? Lovely little pictures. It's really nicely made. So you've got Nomerigan, you get your workshop key, you've got Scarlet Monastery, how to get it. Zul'Farrak. I was going to do a video on the Zul'Farrak mallet because I just like Zul'Farrak and troll dungeons. So you kill, loot the mallet and use it at the altar. Okay, cool. But that's just to summon Gazrila, that's not actually a key, just remember. Temple of Atul Hakar as well, this is just, I believe this is just to summon, oh, you need to do that in the quest chain for, see, I forgot that, in order to summon the Avatar of Hakar. Okay, so Maraudon, shortcut key. Maraudon's a very confusing place. Blackrock Depths is the most confusing place, so your Shadowforge key and your Prison Cell key are pretty important. There we go. I'm going to link this. I love this. I'm going to put a link to it downstairs. Bookmark it. Downstairs? Downstairs? In the description, I'm going to put a link to this awesome picture. Look at this. Look at this goblin fella. Oh, look at his little face. That's the goblin that you have to give the 15 gold to in my... What? Wait. He's missing the bit on Scholarman's. Go and watch my video. Stratholme. Kilbart. Yep. Awesome. UBRS. Okay, if you want a more detailed guide to this, I did one. But, yeah. General, loot a seal, bring the seal to Vale and Lower Blackrock Spire. My video shows you where he is. That's the point of that video. And complete that quest, yeah. Raid achievements as well. Okay. It's a very long quest chain for an Ixia. Yeah, it says very long quest chain that ends at General Dracostaff. Yes. How to attune to Molten Core. Phase 2, Dire Maul. Phase 3, Blackwing Lair. Phase 4, Zul'Gurub. No attunement, just go in and gank some trolls, man. Look, he's hiding behind the bush. Look, this guy, he's hiding behind the bush. They're so happy. Look at their happy faces. Look at this little gnome. The Anchorage war effort going on here in phase 5. Isn't it brilliant? And then, yeah. Oh, even at the bottom. Alliance players get the key to Searing Gorge. You can't see it because my Monkey Island t-shirt's in the way. Looting Margol's Horn from Margol the Rager, which is a level 48 elite. This is just brilliant. Really like this. I'm a fan of things like this. I'll link it in the description in the bottom. Please bookmark it. And well done, user Civ HD from Reddit. There it is, small. So we go past that awesome infographic. Oh, I haven't actually upvote that. This will separate the men from the boys. Oh, is that the Darrow Dens or Barrow Dens or something? Yeah. Okay, so there's a new WoW Classic realm opening today in the US. It's 484 comments. Wow, they had quite a few. Let's have a look. They had quite a few realms. Due to very high demand, we'll open a new WoW Classic realm for name reservations at 5 PM. Blah 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 blah. Stalag PvP Eastern time. Right, cool. Did they already have one called Fugan? I don't know, but yeah, so now they've got one called Stalag. It's an alright name. We suggest that players, especially those on the Herod realm, consider creating characters on Stalag. Herod is so popular. Herod is the coolest name for a WoW Classic realm out of the bunch. The EU names, my favourite EU name for a realm is Gehennis, which is the new one that they just opened. All the others I think are a bit meh. Herod just sounds pretty badass, because Herod is pretty badass. Oh, somebody's made a WoW Classic launcher. Interesting. I won't be using... Sorry, but I won't be using any third-party software to launch my WoW account. I don't know who will. But it's interesting nonetheless. It's a nice little tool if you can make it yourself. Look, it feeds from Wowhead by the look of it. Classic WoW Launcher version 1.0 by Kylos, who's going to play on Whitemane. He's got his Discord server there. But nice. Cool little tool. Hunters of Azeroth unite! Wherever hunters go, they fight back the ravages of sickness, exploitation and industrialization. Oh, I'm going to have to see the full image. Oh. Oh. So, Soviet hunter. Interesting. Meal prep for Classic release. Hi, our Classic WoW. Are you taking a week off work? Or 2 from work? What? I'll start reading that again because I don't know how to read. Are you taking a week or 2 from work on release? Or do you just want to get home as soon as possible and not bother with cooking? It's a stew recipe. Ingredients: a pound of meat, a pound of potatoes, a pound of canned tomatoes, onions, garlic, beef stock. Okay. So, hopefully somebody has added a stew recipe to the WoW Classic. Okay. All my friends and I got our names reserved today. Herod, Stalag, it's my best friend. Yeah, it's a hotbed of memes at the moment. Got a little something to spice up my desk area for release. Oh, is that from the actual Warcraft movie? Interesting. Nice, well done. Put more money than me. Because he's got more space than me as well, hence I've put this green screen up. No overcrowding, no big streamers. Yes, community events. Yes, cool player names. Grob Mob. So this is players from Grobulus US who have avoided all the streamers and probably most of the big guilds as well. I don't think Grobulus is a bad name. I think it's an alright name for a realm. A lot of people are like, Grobulus. Let's have a look. Mood boarding tool? What did promoted? Are these adverts really targeted at me? Grob in real life. No Herods allowed. I like his little face. Let's go Stalag. Ah, everyone go Stalag. As we inch closer and closer, this is all that plays in my head. Here we go again. More memes. Yeah, Reddit's just memes. This has to be said. EU be like, 2 servers, oh my god, Blizzard. WTF, more like 80 layers. 3 servers. Well, I guess 1 server will be dead on arrival. WTF are they thinking? Alright, I said that was the last one, but I just want to leave you with this because a full immersion WoW needs to change their logo. Thoughtbot, World of Warcraft database. I believe you can get a Thoughtbot theme for Wowhead. You just have to like sign up and stuff. I haven't bothered doing it yet. Let's see if someone... Thoughtbot visual theme now live on Classic Wowhead site. That was my first thought. The dark ages of the internet were contradictorily bright. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, so Wowhead does have a Thoughtbot theme. Now, Thoughtbot was a website that looked just like this in the early days of the internet and World of Warcraft, and it worked pretty much like Wowhead worked. You just searched for things and quests and items and user feedback, and also you skimmed. There was an add-on that skimmed data like from the game to add to Thoughtbot, and there was another website called Alakazam. Thoughtbot was the place to go to though. So yeah, it had this logo, but it wasn't obviously called Wowhead. But yeah, love it. I haven't been bothered to set this up. I still just use the Wowhead thing. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. I'll try and do something like this again semi-regularly. I didn't even get to the official WoW Classic forums, so maybe next week we'll have a look through the WoW Classic forums and again a quick gloss through Reddit, a quick gloss through MMO Champion, and we'll only have a couple of days left then, so that'll be exciting. Let's try and document the hype. But yeah, thanks for watching. Blah blah blah. But yeah, cheers for watching. See you again soon.